There are too many households ran where there's a little boy that's under 18 that's already the man of the house. The line is blurred, and when mama tries to bring someone around, he's not having it because for the majority of his life, or when mama is single, he's held responsible like he's the man of the house. He's told intimate secrets, he's told business, things that a child doesn't need to know. Mama places those emotional and mental burdens on her son.
Times we don't talk about how women date their sons, but single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them.
What? This is my first flood, y'all. I had him at 15, 2 days before my 16th birthday. You want some of this, Daddy? You want some of this barbecue shrimp?
I need Sonic, yes, Sonic 3.
Tomorrow. I want to do whatever you want to do, Daddy. I call my son, okay, listen. I call my son Daddy, because that's his name. That's his nickname. He don't like when I be at his school and I say Daddy, but his nickname is Daddy. Like, hey Daddy. But I call him Daddy because that's my daddy. And my daughter is my shorty. Thank you. Why is that his nickname? I don't know. When I pushed him out at 15, I just looked at him and said, damn, Daddy. Mirror, he just always just been fine as fuck to me. Like, my son is handsome as fuck. So when I look at him, I just be like, Daddy.
My mom,
I just stopped kissing my son on the mouth.
She showed me how to tongue kiss when I was young.
Yeah, it's not really a story. It's my son. He want to leave. He want to go with his girlfriend. I didn't want him to leave because the dog is sick, the dog medication. He left without the medication. I just wanted Vita, the dog, to stay for one more day. He been working from here the past like a week and a half. Man, he just got his glasses. So now he want to get his glasses and he want to run. And since mama, who been taking care of him for 31 years, just stay here for one more day. He couldn't even do that.
Some black mothers have such a hold on their sons that they don't even allow their sons to date. They sabotage their son's dating life. No girl, no woman is good enough for their son. And it's like the son is so enmeshed, the son has such a attachment to his mama, he can't stand up for himself. But we should not raise our sons, we can't raise our boys to be so dependent on mama that they can't make their own decisions. They don't have no confidence. It's sabotage if you don't raise your son to be independent without you. He should have his father, of course, that's always the goal. But if it's just you, you have to raise him to be independent. It's unfair that so many of our black boys have had childhoods where they had to grow up too fast, had to be the man of the household, went to the streets looking for a way to provide for their families, and ended up in the system, ended up angry, ended up wanting to hurt themselves, ended up very depressed and sad. Childhood loss. It's not right. It's not wise for man or woman to bring children here that you're not ready for, that you're not prepared for, because ultimately they suffer and they get the short end of the stick and they get to have a horrible childhood, and there's no redoing and no repeating. If we're not breaking generational curses, then what are we doing? What are we doing?
Especially as men, as young men, you feeling pressure to be your mama's man and her son. So now when I leave the house, now I can't even bond with other women the way that I want to because I don't want to make my mama mad, or I don't want to, make my mama feel like I'm just neglecting her to go be with this new situation, when in reality that type of like responsibility should have never been placed on your shoulders to begin with.
Message.